Hello, my beautiful air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It feels like it's been forever. I'm Liz Zamorsky. I'm going to do this reading for you today. Thank you to everyone who's liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't yet, definitely do that. All information on private readings is down in my pants below. That's the description box. But let's get started. I have pulled 3 cards for you from the Starman Tarot. The ones that came out for you are 9 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles. And as I was getting ready for the reading, I also had a message come through for you about curveballs and surprises. So when I pulled these 3 cards, that message really came back through again very strongly. This 9 of Wands energy, you've been through the battle. You have been through it. I'm seeing a lot of energy about you defending yourself, and you're coming to the end of this battle in order to overcome whatever this problem has been. And I feel like this is, because it's Wands, I feel like it might have involved a fire sign in your life, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if that resonates. But I feel like you're being called to really dig deep, pull up your big girl, big boy pants. I don't know why pants is a theme right now, but apparently pants, all kinds of pants. So you need to do your haka. You know, in New Zealand with the All Blacks, when they're getting ready for a rugby game and they do that warrior dance, and it's the Maori dance, and they're like slamming their body and getting themselves pumped up. You're being thrown some curveballs, and so you're going to need to pump yourself up. You can't rely on anyone else to do this. And especially if you're going toe-to-toe with fire sign, because these are your opposites on the zodiac. This energy, you're air, they're fire. So you're fueling the fire the whole time. So even though you feel like you're trying to overcome something with them, you're actually fueling their energy back at you, and you're creating this karmic pattern with them. So I feel like you're going to need to dig deep to overcome this. When you can overcome this, you're going to get the Ace of Cups. That's water energy. All this abundance is going to flow to you. And the way to get there too is also to rely on your intuition. This is heavy intuition energy. So you really need to trust yourself. You need to trust that you're the warrior and that you can overcome this fight with the fire. You need to let things flow, and then you're going to be able to be in your element. You're going to be able to really relax and love life again. But I feel like you're blocking yourself because there's this fear, and this is coming through with this 5 of Pentacles. There's a fear of lack. Pentacles is also earth energy. That's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So I feel like you've been taught this by an earth energy as well, that you've been taught to fear lack. You've been taught to fear that this could all go away in a second. You've been taught to fear poverty, and you need to really overcome that fear in order to let this Ace of Cups energy come through. You need to stop being afraid that you're less than, that you're not the warrior you thought you were, that you're not going to be able to pull this through to the end. You can do this. This is a curveball for you, but it's also a learning opportunity, and you can overcome it. I feel very strongly that you are going to overcome this, but not without believing in yourself, trusting your gut instinct, and also overcoming this programming that you're not enough or that you don't have enough. You do. You got enough. You got it going on. Air signs. I'm going to pull you an Oracle. Oh my God. I'm going to pull you an Oracle of E card. Let's see. What's the message? Ooh! Oh, this came out. I have shuffled these cards super well before we started, and I prayed over them, and I've cleared their energy. And this card came out yesterday for, I think it was the fire signs, but it's number 11, bring it. And this is that energy that you have to bring right now. I know that things are rocky, that you've gone 9 rounds in the ring. You had that 9 of Wands, like you're ready to be done with this. You're overcoming this last challenge. But what you're being told is don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. Bring it. Bring it on. Bring on your energy. Bring your A game. You can do this. You can overcome it. But it's going to take some work. It's going to take some, I don't want to use the word work. Erase that. It's going to take some belief in yourself. It's going to take this is part of that Cups energy as well. It's going to take some belief that you can do this, and also that you're protected Protected. Which divine feminine is here to protect these air signs, please? Ooh, who's she? Aw, Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I feel a lot of reverence. She has her hand over her heart in this card, but she's pointing to this red egg. And what this red egg right now is telling me is resurrection. So you are going through this battle. You are going to give away your old life. You have to give away this old programming because you're going to rise again. You're going to have the resurrection. It's going to be super beautiful. And Mary Magdalene is also, she's the Holy Grail, right? She's Jesus's consort. No matter what religion you believe in or subscribe to, she's this divine feminine energy where she's the consort of Jesus. And Jesus is this, he belongs in many different traditions, and pretty much everybody in the world knows who he is, that he's the carpenter. He's the one who can rebuild and the one who rose again. And so I feel like this energy is coming through that you can rebuild, you can resurrect your life in the way that you want it to, in a totally different form, if you want that. But you get to be the manifester of your own desires. You get to be the architect of your own dreams. That's gorgeous. Her affirmation on this card says, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. So you get to see this dichotomy in your life where, yes, you're a human living a human experience, or you're a spirit living a human experience. So you're able to define how this experience plays out for you. You are the architect of your own life. You get to follow your own path. You get to decide who wins and who loses. You get to decide whether you're going to be in the poverty mindset or whether you're going to overcome that and allow that abundance to come in. So this is all empowering you to realize that your true nature is that you can be both. You can be fully human and fully divine. Oof. I feel like something's like, there's an energy kind of coming over my face here, almost like a soldier or a knight when they would put the face mask down right before battle. And so I do hope that this energy is bringing you into this next phase where you've emboldened yourself to pull that face mask down of your helmet and go the whole 9 yards. So maybe it's also a football helmet and you're pulling it down, putting in your mouth guard, and you're going to hike and head over to that next goal line, because you can do this. I'm also feeling pressure above my left eye. So, and that generally signifies to me a lot of stress. And so, okay. I just started randomly shuffling these Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and I didn't have a question in mind, but I do feel like these messages are coming through for you. Is there one more? Yes. Okay. Okay, this is so interesting because the cards that came out are number 23, peace. And I feel like there's this Jesus imagery coming through again because it's the dove carrying the olive branch, peace, that egg that was in this Mary Magdalene card, and it's number 23, which is 5 energy. That's big changes. And so I do feel like there's this confirmation that you are supposed to be exploring that divine and human nature, architect of your own life. Do it from a place of peace. If you are constantly struggling because you fear that lack and you're like, oh, I just gotta keep working and keep pushing and I just feel this really heavy, old-fashioned energy in you. It's this old-fashioned way of thinking that you always have to struggle to succeed. And what this is telling you is, no, you get to be the architect of your life. I'm going to keep saying it 1,000 times apparently, but you can do it from a place of peace and love. Love for self, love for the world, love for your dreams. Then number 16 came out. All that glitters. And you've got a pile of gold here with 2 masks on it on the top and this head in the clouds. And I just feel like this is going back to that Ace of Cups energy as well. These feel like they're clarifying cards for cards that came out earlier in this reading. But this all that glitters, and usually the phrase in English goes, all that glitters is not gold. And I feel like here you get to define, it's again, this like architecture, defining for yourself what's poverty and what's abundance. Like you get to decide what glitters in your life, what you declare to be winning the lottery, winning the life lottery. Is it gold? Is it actual money? Is it partnership with somebody else? Is it having children? Is it being fertile in different ways in your life? Is it building your dream house? Is it how do you want to define it? Play with that energy. I'm feeling like you get to say, okay, is it a box? Is it a circle? Is it an orb? Is it huge? Is it small? You get to decide. This is so empowering for you. Life is full of surprises and curveballs, but it's how you overcome them. That's how you change the energy. That's how you change the path of your life. It's not waiting for Publishers Clearinghouse to show up at your door. It could, but it's also saying I get to define what I consider to be winning the lottery, winning the big bucks. And then number 11 came out again. And this is number 11 by the book. And it's going back to that 11 energy. 1111 is, an angel number. I would suggest that you Google this, 1111, see if anything resonates for you. But to me, this is a nod from the angels saying that prosperity is coming to you. Everything you desire is coming to you, but you have to actually engineer your life to let it come in. You can't be sitting and pinching every penny and saving Ziploc bags. I'm seeing somebody like who washes out Ziploc bags and saves them. And what that actually does is it's creating more waste in your life. And the longer that you hold on to the old, I'm not saying to gut your house, but I'm saying like the longer you hold on to the old and live in a poverty mindset, the longer you're going to be in poverty. And I don't necessarily mean just money, but I mean just your whole outlook on life. The longer you think you're poor, you could have $1 million in the bank, but the longer you think you're poor, the longer you're going to be living in that mindset, and you will live a poor life. If you have $5 in the bank and you think, I'm the luckiest person in the world, guess what? Everything that appears in your path is going to make you feel even luckier. So it's all about like being the architect of your own mindset, because you're like begets like. But this by the book, I feel like what this is saying is allow yourself to follow the pack for once. And I think this means something specific to one or more of you, but you don't always have to set out on your own and forge your own path. Part of being the architect of your life is that you can decide to follow the leader. You can look to someone who's done this before and actually follow them. There's also something here about really letting your home fires burn, getting really real about what you need in your life to feel safe and to feel at home and to feel that you belong somewhere. Because this is also building your own house. I said before, building your dream house. I don't necessarily mean with hammer and nails, but I mean like making this the place that you live feel like your dream home, feel like a place of respite, feel like a place that you can go and feel safe. So the big theme here, if you guys didn't get it 1,000 times before when I said it, is that you are creating your own masterpiece. You create your own life. You create your own destiny. Right now, you need to do your haka, pull down your helmet mask, and get ready for finishing off this battle. Allow yourself to walk away if you have to, but you are the architect of your dreams, and I know you can do it. I love you with all my heart, air signs, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.